Welcome everybody. Let's talk about the S&P 500. So we're going to look at the weekly, the daily, and the trade of the day. For the members, make sure you keep an eye on the hourly chart. I changed the hourly cycles yesterday on that chart, and man, they were rock solid. Absolutely rock solid. Yeah, tell you it was an amazing day. Big bank, big money day. All of October was huge money, just massive money being made in October. And here we are going into November. And yeah, the hourly chart cycles are looking really good so far, even though we have a change in the market and the market's going bullish. That's great. We're taking advantage of the market no matter which direction it goes in. So make sure for the members, make sure you keep an eye on the 5-minute, the 15-minute, and the 1-hour chart. I know a lot of you've been watching that 1-hour chart. It's been really, really good at nailing the cycle lows. So, I got the cycle low in there for tomorrow. So make sure you take a look at that when you get a chance. It's going to help you time entries and, help you to know when to either get out of positions or, kind of stay away from when to make the trade, stuff like that. It's really very helpful. The more you watch the hourly chart and understand where the cycle lows are going to be, the better your entries are going to be, and your exits for that matter. Right, let's take a look at the weekly chart here for everybody. Look at this week, huge. Today's Wednesday, got a nice big candlestick going on here, a range of 126. So it's been a pretty monster week. Right now, trading above the 50-week moving average, which is 42.14, we'll call it. We're way up here at 42.68. So really nice. Can we get to this 43.48? On the weekly, it's quite a ways off. Not sure we'll get this high during this daily cycle. We'll look at that in a minute. But it's possible we could get that high, going out into like, let's see, what is this date over here? January 29th? Yeah, maybe. It might happen way over there. Don't forget, we've got this weekly cycle low here of November 26th, okay? This one right here, we can remove it. That's come and gone. So we're looking at November 26th as the new cycle on the weekly. Yeah, I think we're going to get a little bounce here. Look at the daily here in a moment. But long term, as I've been saying, I think this, even if this gets a little bit like this, I think it's going to come back down. Okay. So maybe a little bounce through the winter months here. But I think by the time we get to February, March, whatever, something like this, this is going to start coming down again. So, maybe it's something kind of like this. This might have some jagged edges, kind of jagged edges is what I wanted to say. And who knows I'm not sure exactly how high this is going to get. Not too deep right here. You can see like this one way back here was pretty high from there to there. Yeah, but look at this. See how this came down from a high like this, paused at this line right here. See this pause? And then you can see the short-term indicator get a nice bump and then it comes down. So that's right there. This is weeks now. We're looking at weeks, right? So what do I think is going to happen? Yeah, we might get like 3 weeks like this, 3-4 week bounce. Something like this, right? You're going to see a little blip here on the MACD. It'll pause. I think that's what we're going to get. See a pause. You'll see the SMI bump up like this, nice and high, then drop down. Then we're going to get the big monster mash. Okay, probably going out. I think even November, we could still get this monster mash. Now, it may not play out exactly like we see here. It may not be this exact scenario. So we're going to see what this does as it comes down here. But I think we get a little pause in here, and then I think it's going to go down again. It's going to be something similar to this event. Okay? All right. Let's take a look at the daily. Okay, the daily looking really strong, really nice. MACD's trying to cross over here. SMI is looking pretty bullish. Today we bumped up against this 42.73 resistance, which really there was an old one support here at 42.62, I think it was. I think a lot of that's probably what it's also bumped up against. The high today was 42.70. So that's kind of a natural resistance point somewhere right in this area because of these 3 candlesticks, okay? The next one above that would be about 43.04. Okay, more like right up in here. We're talking about the top of that candlestick would be the next, be like in that area. Okay, if it gets above that, then we're really just talking about 44.11 way up here to see if it's going to get up there. I think this may get up here and kind of run out of gas first before it gets that high, but we'll see. It's always possible. But for right now, the nearest resistance is this approximately 42.73, and then above that is going to be 43.04, we'll call it. All right. And yeah, I think there's more in this bounce still to go based on the data I'm seeing. Yep. Now there could be some pullbacks in here. You know, it is like, you know, you might not always get just straight up run. You know, you have some buyers that came in here and then they sell, right? They take their profits. You might get a down day or two and then it'll bounce again, right? Something like this. All right, let's take a look at the trade of the day. All right, so here we are on the 5-minute chart looking at the trade of the day. Now last night for futures started way over here. Okay, this line. And all the way over to here. Okay. So that's the entire day. This over here is futures just starting to trade tonight, so that's really for tomorrow. Okay, probably going to be one of those, not down. It'll probably be up. Okay, but we're not going to talk about that right now. We'll talk about that tomorrow. So where is the trade of the day? Well, it should be really obvious, right? Right here. Look at this MACD crosses over the zero line at about what, 7:30ish. Yeah, 7:30 my time here in Texas, CDT time. And super easy peasy. It gets up here, right? It's already really elevated. The MACD starts to cross over. Oh, look at this thing. It just stayed elevated. Look at this, stayed elevated, all above this top line. The market's so strong right now. In this situation, as soon as you got this signal, you just take it, right? The MACD starts to spread. See how it starts spreading out like that? That's really very bullish. Very strong impulse, way above the zero line. You just stay in this trade all the way up to here. Really nice. You're just watching that MACD, watching it. Eventually it rolls over way over here like it, you know, 10 after 10. You probably have to give a little bit back somewhere in this big red candlestick. That's fine. You give a little bit back. Don't worry about it. Okay, but you're looking at least 10, 20, 30, maybe 33, 34 points total. You're probably going to get back anywhere from 5 to 10 out of all that. Take maybe even a little more, right? So if you're looking at 10, 20, 30, not quite 40 points, you might make 25 of that pretty solidly without much effort. Make 25 points in here. You know, coming in a little late and getting out a little late so is okay, right? You don't have to be perfect. You just got to get the meat of the move. And I'd say it's at least 25 points worth of profit right there. Just been absolutely banging, just absolutely banging. Between the 5-minute chart and its signals, like this trade of the day right here, okay, plus the hourly chart, oh my gosh, trading's been just really smoking hot. And of course, there was some opportunities here really late in the day. I think this was like 1:40ish. What time was that? Yeah, 1:35. So you could always try this one too. This was pretty nice. But this one right here, this really was the trade of the day, and you could pick up some extra bank right there if you wanted to. So the market for now, still think it's bullish, and I think long side trades a way to go for now. You'll be aware there could definitely be pullback days. Right? Nothing goes up forever, but for now the market still looks strong, and I think we will pierce the nearest resistance at 42.74ish, we'll call it 73.74. I think it will get above that, maybe get up to that next number that I talked about 4,300, maybe 43.01 or something like this. If you want to become a member, you want to get the Giddus Plus indicator that you saw the trade of the days on the streaming and on the streaming charts. You want to get that, become a member. You want to get the universe indicator that I've been talking about. Okay, the members only get that in the nightly email. Okay, that's the only time they get it. They get it in the nightly email and they get my opinion about what I think the market's going to do. And the universe indicator has been absolutely just nailing it. As I said yesterday, and I'll say it again today, I think it probably forecasted the market was going to go up at least 4 to 5 days ahead of time. That's how good that thing was, and still is. And the hourly cycle lows have been really hopping. Okay, other members can testify to that. If you come on the server, you can always chat with other people if you want to. There's a lot going on there, $7.99 a month. The link is in the description below this video. Just make sure you read that description carefully so you don't have any problems joining. When you do click on the link, it's going to bring you over here to get a server. You're going to click on server shop, and then you're going to get this page right here. There's your $7.99 a month. Okay, everything you saw in this video, you're going to get. And those Get Us Plus trades of the day, that indicator, well, it sends an alert to the S&P 500 channel right here. Okay, so all the services take place on this Discord server. So you just right click on this, and you just turn on your notifications on this channel, and you're going to get alerted. So even if you're not watching the streaming charts, you can still get alerted, okay? There's also alerts coming for gold, crude oil, top 30 stocks for the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. Occasionally we get some daily only alerts, okay? Premium symbols, this is the same logic I use for the Get Us Plus indicator. We go out at the end of each day and get symbols for futures and for options, or I should say stock symbols that trade options. So that's what you're going to find in there is some files with symbols in them. I use the futures one myself because I trade a lot of futures. So I saw in there today silver futures. I think there was gold. I think there might have been crude oil in there. There were some futures in there that came up on through the logic. So pretty nice. Some days you'll see a lot of good symbols in there. Some days will be very little symbols. Just depends what the market's doing. If you want to get the nightly emails I talked about, when you become a member, or if you're already a member and you don't get the nightly emails, put your email address in the emails only channel. Okay, I'll pick it up. You'll get the nightly emails, which includes a chart of the S&P 500 attached to the email, plus at least a few sentences about in my opinion, about what I think the market's going to do, which lately has just been awesome. It's been really awesome. Now, I'm not going to say every day is perfect, and my opinion isn't always absolutely perfect, but through the month of October and so far, lately it's just been amazing. A lot of profit going on right now. Okay, also occasionally I might put something in the currency channel. This is, I trade maybe euro dollar futures or British pound or something. You'll see something in there, okay? And every once in a while I buy some fixed income. Like I have some corporate bonds I buy. And then when I do that, I might throw them in here and just say, hey, this is what I got going on with fixed income. And a few other things I might share in there from time to time, okay? And then these two are just kind of general chat channels for the S&P 500 and just general member chat, all right? When you come on, you're not going to get access to any of these channels here, none of them. And there's also streaming charts. When you become a member, all of these become accessible, okay? So if you want to watch the streaming charts, you pay for the membership, and then you click on this down here for S&P 500 stream, and you'll get the streaming charts, okay? The only channel you're going to get when you come in, if you're not a member, is this general channel, and there's nothing there. It's basically just, hi, how are you? I've arrived. So if you have a question and you're not a member, you can throw it in there, and I'll try to pick it up, okay? But basically everything else here is members only. And so, all right, that's it. Happy trading, everybody. God bless everybody. We'll talk to you all real soon again next time.